you're beginning the year right serious. We want to add value to you. Now this year, and your best year ever. Principles of income generation. Jerry, I'm better saying.
I'm Adom now, sir.
Adom. Bibi Ekwe. Afisi apa.
I think combating.
Afisi say na. Bibi Ekwe.
Amen.
In the 2025, principles of income generation. Treyemu edeng.
Whilst I was preparing to come for this show, now me dream baby home say as a sikanya.
Yes.
Both mystery and strategy.
Yes.
Me patch say sikanya way you were a party be our own shadow antiasia. Now shadow home. In your party be so obeshed antiasia, obeshed aye. Then me patch. There are things that you must be intentional about doing to generate income, to make money.
Okay.
And then there are things too that will happen either to you or on your behalf that can help you generate income.
Okay.
Because sometimes you can write a proposal for a contract and you will get it. Then one day you go and meet somebody who wrote the same proposal for the same contract and they don't get it. Maybe you examine more characteristics and come more the same characteristics. Maybe impananka or advantage be saying but when you so there is a certain mystery. Your friend Adom and the
grace
favor beer and money pay you and no soon say Tanausa men yashe found such a them film on yashe and say also you're intentional about say obey and so you're intentional about generating income and so you're intentional about pushing your life forward. Now my sheshe abrabomo who said generally income generation is in 5 levels. 5 levels. Me use the word levels because level be a level are also saying no. Into the first level here, the level I call raw strength. Now this level here, amount for omode woman holding in the yensika. Into be or a petty trader, or a cleaner, or a laborer, or a security man, or a hawker, or be ordering a holding a juma and sana when yensika edidi.
Or a truck pusher.
Or a truck pusher. In an economy like Ghana, third world economy say I sanko for
yes.
Very often ABR on co school da and I say wa co school ka krebi. In any two la or the ejuma ya na hoarding and I'm say na hoarding person no ejuma ntino on share any market value and bargaining power bia on share intimi nka say me restaurant it we come market.
Yes.
Me come market and me fa porter. We be saying porter obeji ahin on timi nka obeji kra say o ma ahin obetimi di we 2 or 3 hours now need di bia.
Oh yes. We also the other member maybe.
That's the level. That's the level of raw strength. Some man for you do a omo nyesika. Now same say unless say we are athlete, we are footballer, boxer, wrestler, sankrofo no. Unless say we are athlete, to be mfawa holding
nyesika.
Unless you're an athlete, you cannot prosper in life through physical raw strength. So that's the first level. The second level is the level I'm afraid of received certificate or training. When we in Crawford, co school kakra kwe nima, nimdie bi, training bi, certificates bi di ejuma. Tisan Crawford bi or ye teacher, or ye nurse, or ye midwife, or ye account officer, or ye administrator, or ye banking hall executive, or your operations officer. And now artisan, plumber, mason, barber, beautician, fashion designer, sample of way. Omako school kakra. And now go apprenticeship be and our training be kakra. When you from beginner to intermediate level of skill. Otimi di ejuma. Sankro fuwe. Omutulo omudi ejuma. Basically certificate. And I said training and I said apprenticeship. Kakra. Yeah. Ain't your market value and bargaining power so kakra. Otimi chile de obeje. A month what you am
yeah.
Or 1,000, 1,000 is up. 1,002 and 1,005. Sanko fuwe do almost certificate in our Omodiensika. Most graduates are in this level.
In that category.
In a ebimuosa, omo yejumache, and so some of the source category na the intermediate basic level of skill certificate or training no in a Yesika.
Yes.
In almost some more medium bargaining power. Now the income level is moderate or average. Generally, usually I have a salary. Monthly salary, monthly and year. You be
3,000 be 4,000 be.
In a continuity now, almost first level raw strength, there's no continuity.
Okay.
Or the whole day in the year, Jaman, is about major man there only.
Or ya repair, na so.
Or ya repair, that's why I say. So, all level 2 are. I am now Hoto Kakra. Yeah. ABA year, Juma, multimedia. Why about 2 days, 3 days be? Ever show Osaka salary. Maybe 1 week, 2 weeks. The bigger the company you work for, and your importance of the company, the more you can have continuity, even when you are sick or unavailable. But so level 1 there, and they say 1 crazy man there, undidi. So sanko for home. Now the level la ese obia opese onyesika na ne ho tonum ese or aspire to your level 3.
Level 3.
Level 1 year raw strength.
Yes.
Level 2 year receive certificate or training. Level 3 year refined skill. Refined skill. Obia what Kingston whom ehu dia oye no no who ya so much say onumi yesi amanfo bebre or exceptional skill or superior skill or your friend no expert or you good at what
he or she does.
So it's not about the profession, it's about the attitude and service quality. A person can be an accountant and be at the level of receive certificate or training. And a person can be an accountant and be at the level of refined skill. A person can be a fashion designer and be at receive certificate or training. A person can be a fashion designer and be at the level of refined skill. And the fashion designer be 200 series for sewing one dress. In a fashion designer be 4,000 series for sewing one dress. The same profession, different levels. Or be a finance person or receive training or certificate, or be a finance person or refined skill. So refined skill yankofwa almost that quadro they may have no education. They may have little education, they may have secondary education, they may have a bachelor's degree and also that they the main thing. The main thing they say
is the skill. Now we're refining
them.
We're branding
So skill. That's the two skill any tool of the year. In our significant market value and bargaining power. Into only power into own friend are fine. Oh friend now, one friend will be for Baba. Woman offer us can saw. Obecatcher says carry some inj for become home. So our market value or bargaining power. In the income levels here very substantial. Very often it's a mix of salaries and wages. Or the the salary. You know what the or the salary be work across the only salary be the only multiple projects. You be an architect or your plumber or your mechanic or your presenter. What gigs we bro? Or the agency because our refined skill. Now our refined skill into our continuity. Oh, just give me breathe. And she said, Bakwamba. No, yes, everybody says, only young son, your bademba was saving sick say a big man or your crampana, or which you rely on it. Everybody who wants to do well in life must operate at least this level, level 3.
The level of refined skill.
And to make us say, skill is a basic commodity for doing well in life. Skill is a basic commodity for income generation. Say, opese unye ya. Say unya skill, me nkase your degree, me nkase degree so hunya, your degree, your diploma ko school.
But you need a skill.
But say be
something you are good at.
Something you are good at, something you are a master at. Say ultimately be a master at something that unya demand. And when there's demand for you, you can introduce price. Now they are here to say unim ya. Obian show. Obian show so they are ultimately charging you for it. So ese obia a pre skill now say as a Ghana obia pre degree obia fe degree the abazo obi degree ya onye ejima kra na ko master's degree account e ya man for say degree na obenya no na be na ye da bi there be mo ye no say obenya skill there wo say oye no obenim ye na waka dream mu na waye mu master say okuta degree mpo na say there oye no unimu ya ube yasin obi a onkuta master's degree. Now saying among 4 people kuta master's degree, but they are masters of nothing.
But being so beka say me koye a master's degree to be able to master adiana minimi no.
It depends
because I'm learning more. I'm upgrading myself.
It depends the way.
Okay.
But certain in most cases, a master's degree per se. In a master the way no, will practice or practicing na oye ni ye. Inti me my advice says we read degree. Na say unya adwuma nya work experience a compare adwuma. Na nya work experience na so the way I dey ensa eye adwuma. We are na o the master's degree no aka ho. Say wan koye adwuma nya experience a unim loopholes mpa o master's degree no e ba be fail. Until ho asi because see knowledge ni nan experience man knowledge lex e the adwuma. Instead okoye adwuma bebre na say wote the way the world of work e work it. They were politics a work it, they were skill, excellence, and service delivery quality a work here. Now and what shall say masters we na be ya everybody. Inchi men pre home copy masters become first a master at what you do. Suyani ye say you man ya suyani ye your personal development na master the awoye ni ye. Now we are now the master's degree no pay so. Because anybody who is worth his salt, anybody who has operated a business, worked in the corporate world, and him say master's degree and cash a skill in the KBB. So that's level 3. Now level 4, it becomes sweeter. Level 4 is a level of relevant brand. So ni ye. Na manage reputation ye. Na position one. You become a name.
A brand. Your bold dear, something will hit the mind of people.
Your bold dear say, if I read them, what did it was the away and because you have become a name, naturally doors open for you. There are people who have built a name so much that who answer obey to the 9 or better say okwa bomidin. Because what did when who they are all year. So that's a relevant brand. So somebody who has managed his skills so well, built a reputation, promoted his or her services, and has become a name. He owns the minds of people for a particular market segment or product. And sometimes what did so much say or the dinosaur could be at the frontier, the Rockstone, or a musician, I know be a musician, but it's your turn watching.
And don't think of Foko.
I'm a Foko because Reggie Ratchet. What I say, Nipona did so much, say, or the Dean a baby and I'm so they may have education or no education. Their tool is their reputation, their brand recognition, influence or clout. Because they have influence and clout, they have massive market value and bargaining power. And their income is substantial. They have multiple streams of income. They may have multiple products or services. There are multiple things that almost here to make money. And because of they have a name, they have continuity. It's where we know the books that's all tongue. Your friend maybe Agatha Christie. Agatha Christie will by a sort of the book. E.W. Kenyon will and also the books. Kenneth Hagin will Obia didn't so much say. And Needing alone is selling it. I saw you be Wagana ha, Kaswa, Utobus, and found that we now so the picture that's that I saw in the program. So
and then the bus
31st night, then the picture another so. Then because the picture now today. But because now what did why a brand? Obia or person ye as on aspire to that level. Ube be a very transgenerational. Ube be a multinational. Ube be a bit member with Dean Aqua Ama de awo ye no wakwa dream mu na waji din wo so that udin ebie epunama obi. Bible say the good man leaves an inheritance for his children and his children's children. It's not just money. A good name is also important. So that's level 4.
And my menka mo etie yen say Obesanya run it through all the levels. No say uria. But our question be emana your WhatsApp number near 0548 443 523 0548 443 523. Mrs. Subio 0548 443 523. That's our WhatsApp number. Our message be our contribution or question. Ubet media faso abrain na Jerry Wahobi ano ede amount 0548 443 523. Yes, you're in patch to us.
Since now joining here, so far you discussing 5 levels of income generation. You discussing level 1, IR raw strength. Level 2, IR receive certificate or training. Level 3, IR refined skill. Level 4, relevant brand. Into you do level 5.
Level 5.
Level 5 here, robust business. It can be a robust business. Not just a strong
business.
Business is nice. So then tell me for the robust because at all the 4 preceding levels, it could have been a business.
Okay.
Level 1, raw strength, it can be a business. Into catch me on area more or they tricycle call around SSN a business. But it's a business at the level of raw strength.
Raw strength.
Then it can be a business at the level of received certificate or training. Wakosku akonya certificate and a training be out the juma into police headquarters actually wa among for BT wa among them for trauma among for petition or they receive certificate or training in an airpay juma. Then there can be a business at the level of refined skill. We want your accountant, a very good accountant, your man for accounting services. And there can be a business at the level of relevance brand. But the level of robust business, and they say, what building business a Jan and Naswa a year stronger, a bit me operating without you. Then the business is robust. A Jan and Naswa is strong. So business say it's the education is a combined corporate workforce into our staff into multimedia group is a combined corporate workforce of all the talents and gifts and skills of people who are in the business. What is a tool? Robust business or you sue products and services that are selling in high volumes. Into yet on airtime waha, yet on arts waha, Ninia are selling in what? High volumes. Now, a business can be so strong that its market value and bargaining power is major. There are businesses that are so strong that they control government. They control who becomes president. That's a strong business. And then, because it is a strong business, it has massive revenues. It generates massive income. And it has continuity. Until when you raw strength, one bed demand or come and I said, receive certificates after 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 months, and I need a second. No, it is either transgenerational or multinational. So transgenerational means that ABA, Kwesichum, the money ba, no their money ba, no their money ba. So the number of businesses like that are obi in around here, you know their money ba. ABA, sorry, be a second generation pastor, and as a business be a second generation CEO. Or it can be multinational. So it's in Ghana, it's in Togo, it's in Cote d'Ivoire, it's in Ivory Coast, like EcoBank Transnational Incorporated. These are the levels of income generation. As people think about their year, they should start asking themselves, am I at the level of raw strength? Am I at the level of received certificate or training? Am I at the level of refined skill? Am I at the level of relevant brand? Am I at the level of robust strength? Let me add a few principles. As I've said already, one, unless you are an athlete, you cannot prosper through physical strength. Inti unye footballer, unye Cristiano Ronaldo, unye wrestler, unye track and field events ahodi njumano enfam ko bia. Inti you should start thinking about what to do. Maybe you must go back to school. Now saying school, your weekend school, evening school, morning school, afternoon school, sandwich, beggar, ninya hobby. Inti you must probably start thinking of going back to school and also going into an apprenticeship to go and learn a skill. Because you need to move yourself. There'll be one time Dr. Becker said blood pressure question. Into kosia skill be a ubetinya that's 1. 2. The basic tool for financial increase is skill. Knowing how to do something well. Not just knowing how, because Obi, Ghana ha a man for be brain in Yamaye. But no money in Yamaye and also. opo matayama wa achiachia
finishing no basa
finishing ne basa o sa e call na basa ngo uti o painti wo fie basa o plumbing basa o carpentry basa o table ama wa table no three of the legs are correct, one is not correct. We have that problem in Ghana, but the only way we can compete at the top of our game is to be skilled. They are who you know. Now, say I'm for the new year Juma. Why you Juma number where you trying to carry you? But sometimes you money because 1 year. And anyway, you just semi-literate artisans. I'm out for my school. I got a degree, got a master's degree. One man Juma so on here. Why you is one so year Juma year was Ubon so swa and but correct and correct it. So, as a nation, one of the most important campaigns we must run in this nation is skill development and service quality. Say amount for be who dia omo ye ni ye. No ma ye nema ye. Na ye one ye ni say ye kachara na uti kompai. Be who dia we ni ye. So you must develop skill. Skill and never attractive income. Skill and never attractive value. Skill never attractive demand. You person you have to be in demand. And yes, obey slay queen. Be skilled. Be skilled. Number 3, attitude is the elevator of skill.
Attitude
is the elevator of skill because it'll be here. Morale say sometimes I'm out for my year not because only me, but because of Felicia or any year who here. Into only my proper, but I say I'm proud or proper now with gentlemen will be. Be being kind of say a sardina me, you know, minion ye. So, and you just skill pep, but only got the right attitude that says that me, Jeremiah Bobbin, say me ya dia, me any ye. Me ya dia, me any ye. It might come at discomfort to me, it may be inconvenience for me, but me my catcher me who says me ya dia. Me ye. Inti eso be in your attitude no. They are uye bia, say prana o proud, say chance now to more, we are carpenter, we are mason, we are accountant, we are HR, we are finance person, we are presenter, we are writer, we are editor, we are cook, we are painter. So when you actually just say me to me boise, adie ye, say me ni me ya, me share the oni me ya, no what shame, no my brother once say, no what shame, and fan who say me yin say no, and fan who say my school say no. And friends who say we discussing about so long as say any pain anybody any year there, me brother me say and man chairman. So attitude is a lifestyle skill. Then
a very important point. And I'm also a very talented. No, you need talent alone is not enough.
Yes.
We hear attitude to drive that talent. The attitude is exceptionally important. Very, very important.
Ubeshi obi na very good at what they do bombard.
Yeah.
Umbade kasaba any say dem dey hear anything no on brand one so kasaba
obi am frɛ obi nobody will call you
obi am frɛ obi because I say umbade brand one say kasaba so ni nya ye niam a so obi be say very often you can continuous improvement am for doing knowledge and skill compare but am for doing attitude and character
the soft skills no
obi wa ha afiwe they are ese oye na onfeje ye pay ni so ban
it's true
on sre untia umbwade unin confirm kasa ye so the business that you've lost be anything about lose business no the one am for kasa anything about lose business no inti that might be one of the changes that you need to make to
break through
so best sandika create be away obi wo ha I don't know what's man obey you obi employee I don't know some man obey but kasa sansa wa ye. So, oh yes, sir, even though still you get the work done, you are not appreciated and valued because you are always grumbling. And in our offices today, there are so many people like that. Always grumbling. Unquestioned mother. There are people in offices that obia avoid them because when him say any pay, on yet. There's somebody in the office the boss knows your friend on Saturday cry. Obeba. Say any panum, obeja more money. Say any panum, obekwe nim. Said if I never ban a basso, I say, what they be our complaining, a grumble, or complaining, grumbling, and yet no more it was my papa. Anyone here.
Attitude is very important.
The Abekan council say, Strategy is a game changer because it's not just in. I say we are strategic. Abraboy, I would the Yankoponya Bobia. I don't Manfonia. I am money pakui. But I say also strategic. It's all tenacity. Right now, it's all tenacity. Now, be so home questions be. Me do him fa. Dear na my yard, my bedu assembly. Dear na say me jay. Dear na say me shas here. You must start thinking and asking yourself questions and formulating a strategy. Say, this is how I'm going to turn my life around. ABS is your team with the 35 years, and I'm 40 and I'm 45 in po. But it's too late. ABI is very possible say you may live for the next 20, 30, 40 years of your life. So you can rethink and make some changes. Rethink and do some things that better turn your life around. So strategy is a game changer. Then the next we are ensure say your life will turn around. The final lesson I'm going to say is God who gives increase.
Yes.
I feel one of the biggest disservice that me and young group of motivational speakers, some of us have done to the world is we've overemphasized human effort and underemphasized God's power and sovereignty and contribution.
Yeah.
But Abrabonya hard work when a money per year. And you know correct. Paul say, I planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the increase. Into young coupon and my increase. So the American said, Yama Machina said, one fan young coupon can one shiny obey Jim was boy money as Unyam Fazobia. Peter, now it was an experienced fisherman. So we are a researcher. Peter may have been in his 30s when he met Jesus. So he may probably have been working for about 10 years. He was an experienced fisherman. I know what team I'm working so but I'm gonna say we have toiled all night. But we've caught no fish. That means that it's possible to work hard in life and not get results. It's possible to work hard in life and not get results. So make God a part of your success.
New year, your 2025, everything you do, Nyankopon should be
obey your mistakes.
critical.
You commit a few sins here and there, but be deliberate about making God the foundation of your life. Me say, oh, yes, Bible translation. Me say they didn't help. You know, in all your ways, acknowledge Him. Sa word acknowledge Him. Ambwa. Because the Hebrew word was a Greek word. I'm translating called acknowledgement, and I was say acknowledgement. Said yeah, oh be me ko bye bye. That's how the word acknowledgement sounds like. My MBBA, no, na ma cry and go there be. The word that just translated as acknowledge means make God involved.
In all your ways.
In all your ways.
Involve God.
Fanin kahum, who make a decision, no, fanin kahum, who doing no, fanin kahum, who see no, fanin kahum, now all the kahum, no, Bible says, unless God builds a house, they are all building in vain. Now, in my short years on earth, I try all kinds of things. And I've seen the futility of trying to do well in life without God.
Yeah.
If you are from a place like Ghana, Africa, higher than and I say, oh, for young people, and I'm the work with God.
But one thing I want you to talk to me about, the place of relationships in the success equation. You say this year, how critical is strategic relationships?
I mean, those who interview me know that this is one of the subjects that I'm very, very particular about. Relationships are powerful. Relationships are powerful. Okay? People don't get opportunities only because they are good. People get opportunities because they are good, and people who know they are good recommend them for opportunities. Let's go back to the Bible. One day there was a discussion in the office of a CEO called Saul. And there was a problem. And they were looking for somebody to solve the problem. And then there was somebody in the board meeting that day who said, I know a person called David. In the has the all about David CV. Or a prudent in speech. Or him say, no one or say, young friend Mbra interview was Empire FM. Somebody had to know David to give him a recommendation.
No matter how skilled David was. Now also be no. No, I recommend no.
I am doing a project with a leading CEO in this country. I'll be a head of a major medical institution. And I'll say, I buy a fan and say, Uncle running some medical institution. I buy a money to Kebia. Yes, one can say, Uncle running some institution, me would be able to see. In a coy, Okodu on wants a Charlie. Say, man, tapping into the relationships I have, mean to me, common. In a Kai said, Nadal for me, another CEO, be all country, moi, or what cleaning company. In our far phone or friend and say, hey, say that to me, oh, I buy some CEO for a summer center. Now, me say, in a CEO by Queen, or someone in Crawford, and I'm going to clean the whole hospital. And I'm installing 150 dustbins. In a CEO, yeah, someone 1 million cedis, 1 million cedis, J. Na for shit, Ejumana say, na buying mawa.
No, it's here.
No, it's here.
Relationship.
Or say later, so okay, say another person be our deputy minister on no relationship. Why be about the day? And no friend say, Charlie, me have clearance to employ people. Ain't we must be strategic about building relationships. Like it's not a value that is taught and encouraged in Ghana. So people are funny. You meet people. They take your phone number, they don't keep in touch, they don't check up on you, they don't come for your programs, they don't do anything, they don't wish you a happy birthday. That better than our friend or baby. Yes, sir. We must be strategic about building relations. Listen, the money that God will give you is in people's pockets. The money that God will give you, it is in people's pockets. But when building relationships are on sanka. The time that you recognize that you need a relationship when you start a business.
Yeah.
Or starting business and people say, "Hey, me have customers." And you don't check up on people. Bro, you be one free bia, one show bia, one srow bia, uncle bia birthday party, uncle be. You must build relationships. One day, me Ohana will be friend me. MD say, "You have contract with him." That's how I bought my first car.
Wow.
Man, show proposal. Man, I was there. Of course, my car story where I mean, him say Yanko Ponsa womb, but I also had a relationship. And we must be very strategic about building relationships. Be kind to people. For a man for check your man for men check your man for WhatsApp status. Okay, no say no any relationship building. Keep in touch with people. Sana be promotion about.
Yeah, you speak to a Mebununi be on this topic, and they are like. Nipana me pese because say you have to know people and people have to know you. In the omo me pese me hu omo am pese omo nso hu me no. I don't know how to contact them. Minim e kwan me fa so any o ma start a relationship no. Obi was a problem name one. Yes, genuinely pese onya relationships, but the how obey den.
Let me start by saying this. Obia we achieve so much success I admire, you know, only time. Obia will achieve so much success that you admire, they don't have time. And it's a own body relationship, and so we are persistent. Men can say, me sending a message back home, one reply, into a die. Men can say, and so we are persistent. Some years ago, we tried to make body relationship with somebody, a notable person in Ghana. Maybe we could have a hobby. Or you program on another region, Makobi.
Outside Accra.
Outside Makobi. He got to realize that like this guy wants to build a relationship with me. He opened doors. Inti, esa we are persistent. Say, oh, should be a. Oh, yes, Christo can story be Bible about. Woman, me no person judge being in the case, man. Be someone said this Christo can story. He was trying to teach us a lesson. Like Arabo, you say, oh, should be a. And say, persist over and over and over and over again. And to say, build a relationship with somebody, a high profile person. You must be persistent. Sometimes they may be unfriendly. They may not open the doors for you, but if you knock enough consistently, you show that you're a serious person. There's a gentleman who has been coming for my events. I started conferences since August. I do once every month. Every conference I've organized, that is, I've done 5 since August. Probably. Naturally, Obi no be catch me say, "Offer me mfa."
Yeah.
Obi no beka me say obi some bibi am man. He has naturally shown me that he is concerned about what I'm doing. Bobby Waha, I say appointment with you, but we who organize program be omba. Or flyer cry on share. Inti, what are you doing to catch my heart to pay attention to you? Most people are young people pair relationship. They start by making requests. You say, mommy, mommy say, me kwa ha say, sir. Value ben na wama say if I couldn't suddenly on has a So one of the rules I say, my relation with my mentors is never financial. Never financial. Never financial, because you don't want to create the impression that they are always trying to around. Yeah. So be deliberate, be persistent. Once a different oko program be meant to fear the man can say, why friends are Faka Nako program be coach say, oh hello. I heard you were speaking here, so I came. Yeah, no 2-3 times spent. I be catching attention. Our office, Kodako Bugo appointment. Kobo appointment say, I would like to have a meeting with this one. Kotana office train, Kotana office. Ukosana the front desk awon. Answer we do her or Bobby who. So who should be beer? I said baby, I'm for the show with say. They are making sure they say me but I remember yes sir. Yes sir. There are things you must battle for, there are things you must go to war for. Otherwise you can get them.
You will not. Wow. My main kind message is kakra ba na yen hwe en wrap up Jeremiah Boaben and yen no edin come we say Obi good evening. Very solid point from your guest. Please, is it necessary to master one skill only which you are good at, or add others even if you don't have much interest in them? David in Tema. Jerry, my name is what a question now. Yes. Enti ono busa say necessary say obe master one skill only, and now say you can add others. Or say okay, is it necessary to master one skill only which you are good at, or add others even if you don't have much interest in them?
Well, a number of things. Number one, the decision to master one skill area,
yes, or
multiple skill areas, a strategy.
Yes.
One person can decide that I operate in this area of expertise. Me a radio presenter. That's what I do. Into honestly, a strategy, or a radio presenter.
Yes.
Another person can decide that I operate in composite of areas. Into me a radio presenter, me a MC, me a conference moderator, me a book editor, me a say. Ninia a strategy. So one person can decide to go one way.
Yes.
The other person can decide to go the other way.
Okay.
But the thing too is, sometimes even in a particular industry or domain, there are multiple skills. So you may decide to operate in the area of media.
Yeah.
And I'm presenting.
Yeah.
But there are multiple skill areas that you must acquire whilst operating in that one domain or field. Then if you want to operate in multiple areas, there are multiple skills you must acquire across multiple domains. And also it has so much demand. Yeah. A person can decide what will work for them. Sometimes you can decide to pick one strategy and move with it throughout your career. Sometimes you can decide that at every season of your life, you reinvent yourself and do something new.
But whatever the case may be, have a skill.
Have a skill.
Obi, good evening. My name is Samuel Asante. I've completed senior high school, but I failed my exams. And because of your program, I think I need to learn driving as a skill. And do you think this will be a better decision for me? Or I should do something else? Or go back in, write the exams again? And I'll say 2. My second question is, what is the last level of income generation? 3, someone that I've said...
The question is not those one.
Also someone that I have said, SHL examination, what do you think I will do and come, okay, into be our SHS level? Also, what do you think I can do to come to the 3rd level of income generation? Okay, in the number 1, we SS. Ofeli exams based on NM Koma no per se okonya scale na the first choice driving as a scale or say and I say you between for say on sign call back non control exams no.
He can do both.
Yeah.
Obetimi as study actual exams no. Whilst he's doing that, he can learn how to drive. But before we said driving any pathway or person or corner, there's a few questions.
Yeah.
Or driving the acquired day. Or be private chauffeur and answer Uber and answer boat and Abibisa. Into own bisa questions now on TSA. ABO bisa questions kakra. He may find interest in learning how to sew or learning how to baba. I say into own bisa questions kakra na on enter that field with some information. But whatever be the case, on choice of Sribium, non sanko school. So Ben Kuka the person tonka don't degree non fenton Ben Kudo. So that's my answer to that question. Sure. There was a second question about
the last level of income generation.
The robust business.
Yes. Good. And also what would he do as an SHS graduate to come to the third level of income generation, which is refined scale?
Yes. So on developing skills.
Yeah.
Now on your exposure. So when I finished secondary school, I was clearing my mind I wanted to become a speaker, professional speaker.
Okay.
So those days I would move all the way from Kaswa and go to the University of Ghana to attend hard group meetings, to attend conferences. I was reading all kinds of books. I spent between college and secondary school, I spent 3 years at home. That period I spent it to get a lot of exposure, meeting people, attending conferences, reading books. All of that made a difference for me. So when I got to school first year, I didn't look like a regular first year. In my first year, I hosted some of the major conferences of my life.
On campus.
So get exposure, find books, attend programs, attend meetings. Attend meetings that will give you a certain exposure. And that's a good place to start from.
Yourself in Austin, Texas. Good day, Obi. Great discussion. Ghanaians need to focus on such strategies to set in motion generational wealth instead of acquiring degrees upon degrees. We say, Obi, the speaker is speaking well, but in Ghana and Africa, you can have all that he's talking about, but if you don't have connections through ways and means, you can never break through. Otega was Stuttgart in Germany. Otega, I think he emphasized relationships, and I don't know ways and means though, but relationships. We say hi, Obi. We're listening to you from Edmonton in North London. Thank you. We say, Obi, please try and use this year 4 days of your politics and give us only 1 day for some of these wonderful teachings, Charlie. Yeah, so anyways, this one says, Obi, my name is Kwesi. My problem is I can work and sometimes get 40,000 a month. But before the month ends, it's finished. But I cannot point to what I use the money for. Please, what might be the problem? This keeps occurring every month. I need help. Also, when you say 40,000 cities, 400 million a month, and I won't do your day. Anyway, you and I have 4,000.
Knowing how to manage money too is a skill.
Yeah, it's a skill,
and we must all learn it. And it's possible for a person to have superior skill in one area and be terrible in another area. Yeah. So knowing how to manage money is a skill. There's a guy on TikTok, Facebook called Patrick Ba Abankwa. I don't know who's you know.
Yeah, Patrick came
Patrick
here.
Patrick is very good.
Very, very
so
good.
Follow Patrick on social media and watch his, even me, I'm watching his videos. Watch his videos and learn how to manage your money. You're getting 40K. I'm not coming running business coming here.
Obi, good afternoon. Indeed, your radio program is truly educated and the best. Please, I'll come to Accra next week, Monday, for the book. Thank you. Godwin in Winneba. Godwin, thank you. And general, we need one of the books from Richmond Kwame from Pong. We say, Obi, what skill can I learn in addition to what I already have as a teacher to boost my income? Victor, teacher, what other skill? A dorsal.
So a teacher always me approaching the strategy in this way. Either say concentric. Okay. Not the same teaching skill now one. Or the extra classes. Home tuition. No de sika. Obeti me actual book. No de sika. Obeti me developing content on social media. No de sika. So that same teaching skill can be applied in about three or four, 5 different ways to make money.
It's true.
And now say obeti me say besides teaching, most teachers close early. And besides teaching, obeti go into your fashion and now baking and now catering. Into obeti me days, obeti me be a provision shop. How to drive. Now, why both and why BBC? So there are so many ways to approach this.
That's true. Obi, that's a solid presentation. At age 40, is it prudent for me to learn general electricals where I want to be skilled practically. From that age, can I get mastery in that skill to reach the highest level of income generation?
40 is still very young. Oh.
Francis in
40 is still very young.
Yeah.
What do 40 years? I want your old man. Oh. 40 is still very young. Until don't count. When the 60 cry, don't count yourself out. Now, when the 69 you live to be 80, you have 20 years to live.
Yeah, it's true.
So 40 is still very, very, very young.
It's true. It's true. Oh, but this is Lawrence Dua of HD Hyundai Infracore GH. What the man is saying is true. I chased a big man in Ghana for 1 year and 6 months to sell him some buses. The man liked my persistence, but he did not buy my buses. Later, he called me and told me point blank that due to my persistence and the good relationship I built, the man decided to purchase 100 kVA of generator for my company, costing 45,000 euros.
Wow.
Your speaker is perfectly right. Persistence. Persistence. Wow. Wesa Obi, good evening. I have a certain big man in my life, and I'm sure you may know him too. This man really helped me and my family in the past, but something happened, and since 2021, I've not heard from him again. I went to his office severally, but his accountant will not let me see him. I'm trying hard to make up with him, but no way through. Any advice for me? In my community 25 in Tema.
That's why all of us must learn protocols.
Yeah.
We must learn the protocols of navigating the corridors of power. Nti yankopon be do ma na say we be some relationship be say who nyansa.
We be managing relationship.
We manage relationship because there are some doors when they close, they've closed forever.
Yeah.
Until they persist, maybe eventually he will let go.
Yeah. Wow. Jeremy, I'm in for this final winning fancy.
Okay.
I agree with your guest. Business relationship is very important in every business. I got my business contract through business relationships. Mike, or see BM stock taking services. And or the way I bring. Thank you so much, Mike. Inti Jeremiah Mayenjo concluding remarks. Na fe yemfa and komono insi me pacho.
I say you pray for Jansa.
Yes.
I say pray for Jansa. We should constantly be seeking wisdom, insight, judgment, so we can make better decisions in life.
Yeah.
Inti utie show say abeboa, o kan books abeboa, o kan Bible abeboa, o bon pie abeboa. So we should constantly be overhauling our knowledge base, seeking new insight, seeking new wisdom. You don't get to a point where you think that you have arrived or you are dead, so there's no more progress to be made.
Fantastic. And for more, a person more insight into the topic of wisdom, they should go and listen to my session with Dr. Michael Bwedinyamiche. He did an hour on wisdom. Fantastic presentation. That was last week Thursday. Any edin comment Okwa, you get onto YouTube. Ekosi saying Asempa FM channel on YouTube. Ubetimi Enya a lot. Obi, God bless you and Jeremiah for such education. I'm a student at Raising Giant, and I learn a lot from him each time I attend his conferences. Building a relationship is key to a successful business. Emmanuel from Agege 205 and anyway Abba. Jerry Medase, all the best. All right.